This is a Metytoyz Murloc figure. It's a little fish dude they've been posting on their Instagram. They sent it to me. I'm going to crack it open. I'm going to tell you what I think. And if you like World of Warcraft, I'm pretty sure this is going to be up your alley. The box does include like everything you would need to make a cute little character. Title of the character right there. That is a generic name because both figures, they sent me two of them. Both figures say Murloc on it. So I'm pretty sure it's just a people name that. If you're a WoW fan, let me know in the comments. Shout out to Metytoyz for sending this over though. I appreciate that. 110 scale collectible. I'm assuming if it was 112, it would probably be a little bit smaller. The box has a nice look to it. It has the plants on it, mushrooms and stuff. You do get a product shot right there. You get the Hero Toys logo. I don't know if Hero Toys is Metytoyz or is Metytoyz like a distributor. I don't know. Hero Toys on the side. You also get Hero Toys on the top with a little warning, 15 plus. This apparently is adult collectible, so don't buy it for your kids if you don't want them to choke on it. It actually says 15 and up right there. On the back of the box, you get picture Metytoyz sticker. You get picture with the accessories. There's actually more accessories than what are pictured. You get 2 spears, a chef hat. You get a spoon, a fork, and some other little stuff. I gotta pull it out so you can see. Product says perhaps just a fish. Origin Goldshire Town. To all the WoW fans, I'm pretty sure you know what that is because I certainly do not. 2 QR codes, one's for the WeChat. I'm pretty sure that's directly to Metytoyz or whoever they use for a rep. And then the Metytoyz one that's probably directly to them too. I don't know what the difference is. Not a toy for children, 110 scale collectible featuring fun accessories. We're gonna talk about all of that when I get into the box. Here's the figure out of the box, and we're going to talk about the sculpt and the paint off top because I really do like what they did with the sculpt and the paint. I like how they gave this guy a wet look. He looks like he looks amphibious, like he can either be on the land but not too long, but he should probably get back to the water fast as possible. I also like on the back here how they got the color gradient on the spines and the color gradient on the legs and arms. It's really nice. You don't see that a lot with figures these days. I like how they took care into the paintwork. You can even see it's like a double gradient because it goes from green to dark blue, from dark blue to light blue. That's really nice. The same thing on the hands. Green, dark blue, and then light blue. That's pretty sweet. And it's not rubbing off. You're putting the accessories in and out the hands. Nothing rubs off. It doesn't scratch off. It's nice paintwork. Also, like the pattern on the back is matte. It's not the same gloss as the body. The pattern is also really nice. It's a gradient. It goes from light to dark with a white outline. Paintwork is pretty stellar on this figure. I do like the bright colors they use, the oranges, the blues, the greens. It all looks good, even the eyes. The eyes do have a certain life to them because they move. Not something I was expecting, but it's a nice touch. I like to keep mine straight like that. I think it looks a little more sinister. Out the box, they look like this, and it looks too googly eyes for me. That's too googly for me. It looks too cutesy. I mean, if that's up your alley, I know some people love silly little cute characters, so if this is up your alley, there you go. But I like mine to look a little different. I usually turn the spines around too because these are on ball joints. These mainly because they come out, but I feel like they're on ball joints too because they're soft plastic and so they won't break. But I like to turn mine up. He just looks a little more sinister like that. Let me turn it. Let me show you how I like to display mine. I like to do mine like that. He looks a little cooler like that to me. It looks like he's about business, like he's about to stab you and take all your stuff. I also like the underside of him. It's like a frog. Frogs usually have this white, or this is not white. This is like a pinkish, tannish color. But frogs usually have that on their belly. So that's pretty nice. I'm actually going to put a picture up of what these guys look like in the game, so you can see the difference, because I had to Google it. I watched Unparalleled Universe's video and he Googled it because I didn't even think to Google the name. I just thought this was like a little fish dude they made. But when I Googled it, it showed me what they actually look like, and they look a little more sinister in the game. But the sculpt and the paint is really nice. That's probably my favorite aspect of the figure. The articulation is not the worst in the game, but speaking of that, let's go over articulation really quick. I did show the spines already. So the spines move and the eyeballs move. The head is on a ball joint and it will go up that far. Down, not at all really, because he's little already, so I'm pretty sure he just doesn't need to look down. But if you pop this apart, you can see the inner workings of it, and it's a double ball peg for the head. The eyes are also on ball joints, which is nice because I'm gonna go in here and tighten these up because you can see how loose mine is. You get the same thing with the torso. It is on a ball joint too, so it will go any and all direction. You can see the ball joint in there. It's a big one, big ball joint in there. So it will any and all directions and swivel. Shoulders are also ball pegged in. Kind of wish it was a little bigger ball joint so it got more range, but it's not bad. He won't go across his body, Like I would like, it would be nice if he could go across his body, cross his arms maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for too much at such a small scale. But you get that far up on the shoulder, that far down, which is nice. The arms don't stick out to the side. You get a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow goes in that far. The hand and the wrist is a double ball peg, so it's pegged in the wrist and the hand. So it'll do all the up, down, all around movement you need, and it'll shift. So if you need a shifty hand, you got one. Lower torso is on a ball joint. There's the upper. I popped it apart so you can see more inner workings. Not bad. I was trying to pop the lower, but I don't think I can. But it is on a little joint. You can swivel it all around. I'm not sure if it's a ball joint. It might be because it's moving around. The hips are also, you guessed it, ball joints, and they pop off kind of easy. I do not mind it. I would prefer it pop off versus it breaking. But one thing I did want to show you is this guy can sit all the way on the ground without the leg popping out. He can sit all the way on the ground. So if you wanted to have like a little dude in the background just chilling, you got it. He can do that. He can put both hands on the ground too. So he can literally sit there and chill if that's what you like. Hips will go, I just keep popping these hips off. They go up that far, but they will kick out to the side. You can see single jointed knee. This is where I wish the elbows and the knees is where I wish the double joints were. But single jointed knee gets about that much range, not a lot. Ankles get about down that far, up that far, and you do get ankle pin. For accessories, you will get a bunch of stuff. You get 2 different hat options, 2 shields, and you get 2 spears. I'm not sure why they included 2 spears, but you get 2 separate spears. 2 hat options, one's a chef hat, one's a pirate hat. These will pop on the figure. These 2 spines come out, they're just on ball joints. And then you could pop on whatever hat you want. So if you wanted to have a little fish chef guy on the shelf, you could do that. And you also can have a little pirate dude on the shelf. I do like the fact that you get a lot of stuff with it. I love the versatility of it all. Pirate hat's probably my favorite look for him. He just looks like a little badass. You can also get him to hold his shield. Both shields have just this peg clip system. So you just pop the hand in like that, and then you turn it, and it clips onto the arm. It doesn't scratch the paint or anything. He comes with a sword thing, and he holds it just fine. No issues there. So he'll hold both shields the same. I kind of prefer the seashell shield. Say that 5 times fast. It just looks a little bit better to me. It fits the character a little more. That's kind of why I don't like the interchangeable stuff. I just prefer the spines. I probably put that in the wrong spot. But I just prefer the spines with this because it just looks like it fits the character. I usually give him the spear too. But that's not it though, because he comes with more stuff. 4 sets of hands. You get pointer fingers, open hands, and these are like the Khmer fingers, I guess you could say. These are like the Khmer fingers, so it's like curled. You get a fish for the chef hat in case you want him to cook some fish up. He can do that. You get a spoon and a fork. You get a spoon and a fork if you want to do that. So if you wanted to have the chefing shit up, you got it. Also get a little knife. This is my preferred weapon to give him. I just think it looks cool. Usually when I had mine on my desk, he was displayed like this because he looks like a cool little fish dude that's either gonna rob you or help you on your adventures. So you can really swing the pendulum any way you want. But let's get into size comparisons. I do want to stand him up as straight as he will. He's little regardless. For scale, I actually went and got my tape measure, but he's about 3.5. Is that 3.5? You tell me. I zoomed in for you, so you tell me. About 3.5 or 3 5/8 inches tall. I'm gonna compare to a whole lot of stuff, so get ready. Metytoyz Fei Long, Mezco Battinson, Mezco Batman, Oliver's Condor, Metytoyz Scarlet Spider, Warhammer figure. So he's even smaller than that, which is crazy because he's 1/10 scale. So these are 1/18 scale. Here it is next to the Metytoyz Orc, which is absolutely huge. So these guys are little. They're little dudes. Here it is next to a 3 3/4 5 points figure. Marvel Legends Captain America. But there he is next to a Black Series. I guess he can fit in that universe too. Here he is next to Kamen Rider build. If you want him to fit with Kamen Riders, he could definitely do that. So this guy will fit with pretty much anything you need him to fit with. He is little, but articulation is pretty good. My favorite aspect, again, paintwork is stellar. Absolutely love what they did with the paintwork here. I love the gradients. You're not gonna get better gradients on a figure these days. I don't see any with gradients like this. Most figures don't even focus on paint, so that's pretty nice. This is like a pearlescent. Like, I really like the paintwork on this figure. I love this tampograph on the back too, because it's not only is it a gradient, but it's matte. It's a different color. It's a different sheen than the rest of the figure. It's really nice. The vibrancy of these colors, just, they sit well with me. But shout out to everybody who made it this far in the video. I really appreciate all the views, all the likes, all the comments. Make sure you click the links in the description. The links in the descriptions help me do what I do. They help fund the content on this channel. I will try to get some links for this guy in the description too. I don't know if they're out yet, but if they are, or they're pre-order somewhere, there'll be a link in the description, so just check it. I Metytoyz on Instagram for any updates, any new figures they might be making. Like, comment, subscribe, watch one of these other videos on the screen, and I'm out.